Okay, this first part of the video is dealing with someone who has concerns about vaccines. Hello, my name is Alyssa. I'll be your provider today. I understand that we're getting some vaccines. Is that correct?
Yes, for my daughter, but I have a few concerns.
Okay, that's totally valid. I can help answer some of your questions.
I'm worried that by getting the vaccine, my daughter will actually contract the disease.
That is definitely a valid concern. When receiving a vaccination, certain symptoms do usually occur, or do sometimes occur, but they are usually effects of our immune system working. That's showing that our immune system is working properly. They're not directly from contracting the disease. So basically, when our body is infected by a pathogen, it recognizes some of those antigens or parts of the pathogen as foreign to the body. And in response, our immune system kicks into gear, which causes things like fever, redness, swelling, stuff like that. We also get cells that are produced to help fight that, and they produce proteins called antibodies that fight the disease. So basically, when you're getting does that kind of make sense, that part?
Yeah, so what does a vaccination do that our body doesn't do, though?
That's a great question. So basically, the vaccine is it allows our body to recognize a little bit of that foreign pathogen and to create that immune response before we're exposed to the complete disease. And so once our body is exposed to the vaccine pathogen, it creates enough antibodies, and that's called our primary response, because usually that's a little bit slower. The secondary response, once we have the antibodies, is a lot faster because our body's already primed and ready to fight it. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, that does.
Okay.
Thanks for the information.
Of course.
Okay, so this next part of the video is going to be for a more skeptical patient. Hello, my name is Brendan. I'm going to be your provider today. So I understand you're here for some vaccinations.
Yeah, I am for my son, but people say that vaccines are to decrease like mortality rate. I just have like a lot of questions about it. I'm pretty hesitant.
Okay, so yeah, people will say that vaccines do not help with mortality rates, but as people get vaccinated, especially younger children, they are not just helping to protect themselves, they are helping to protect others who can get vaccinated, who cannot get vaccinated, who have health problems that prevent them from getting these vaccinations. This is what is called herd immunity, where enough people in the community are vaccinated that those who cannot receive vaccines are protected, as they will not contract the illness from others. So vaccination is important to help improve the mortality of the individual receiving the vaccine, but also to help protect those who are unable to receive vaccines. This will help to decrease mortality rates as children, both vaccinated and unvaccinated, are protected from those pathogens.
Okay, that makes sense. I do wonder though what other risks might be associated.
There are always some risks involved with the way vaccines are given. However, these risks can be significantly reduced by safe healthcare practices and communication with certified and trained providers. People with compromised immune systems are also at a higher risk for developing the disease due to certain types of vaccinations, which is why we collect background medical information from the patient to minimize risk. However, one of the main benefits of getting childhood vaccines is there has been evidence to show improved health in the child, as they will have less damage from diseases that may have been contracted as a young child.
Okay, that makes sense. Thanks for the info.
You're welcome.